Ian.
Hello, Dave.
Oh, wait. Shit.
Wait, is it you or is it me? We're going. We're not doing that again. Let's keep going.
Welcome to the Apex Adjacent podcast.
It seems about right. It
does.
We discussed, believe it or not, we discussed this before we started.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Ian was going to bring us in.
Well, it went when we prepare.
Ian, shut up. Now I want you to talk to me. Ian, how... Okay. I have one question for you. Okay?
Nope. We're not doing questions about me right now?
What? No.
Because I know, whether you do or not, that there is a crisis in your life.
Wait.
And
what?
I'm here to get to the bottom of it.
Wait. Hang on.
This is slightly undercut by the fact that you're wearing a t-shirt today instead of your normal golf shirt.
Hang on. Something doesn't feel right.
Okay. I was really hoping you'd have like a golf shirt dickie that you could wear.
Oh,
Dave is currently pulling a polo shirt on over.
Oh, that's so much better.
And his t-shirt.
Yeah, just crushing this month's sales stats, bro. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I'll see you at hole 19 or whatever, T19, whatever that is. Now my cord's coming out of my shirt. That's so much better. Okay. All right. Go on. What crisis am I suffering?
Yeah, there is a crisis, and it is related to the bit you just did about pulling on your polo shirt.
Uh-huh.
I want you to go ahead.
Okay.
And open up the Dave Don't Look folder.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
And then there is a rather long file name in there with one of the photos. So you might want to have to switch the detail view so you can read the whole file name. Okay.
Should I read it now? Because I think I see the one you're talking about. I think you should.
And then I want you to open it and give me and the people your reaction.
Okay. So I can tell from the thumbnail that it is an extensively modified-ish car. It says, it is all they are talking about on the 6th green today. It is all they're talking about on the 6th green today.
Correct.
Okay, I'm very confused. Okay, that is... Oh, wow. Okay, so this is a Lexus IS that has basically like a wide body kit and tons of mods, but none of them are painted or matched to the body. The body...
It's like orca whale colors. It's like a white IS,
orca whale,
but it's all black mods. So like it's black fenders, fender flares, door fuel cap for some reason, and then like a massive wing.
Yeah. The wing, like this wing is insane because like the supports go up and over, and then the wing attaches to the bottom of those supports.
Yeah, well, that's supposed. So that's a real thing.
Yeah,
because if you have the supports, and this is a Koenigsegg. This was kind of a big thing that Koenigsegg did.
Okay, like their innovation. Okay.
Yeah, because the air underneath the wing is really important, and if you have the supports underneath the wing, it stalls the air.
Ah, okay.
Is that important for a Lexus IS? Probably not.
A soon-to-be time attack-ish Lexus IS. Also, look at these exhausts. They're like hooking in towards the center of the car. They're like hugging you. They're like, come here, buddy. Come here. They're little arms. They're little kittens.
This whole package.
Uh-huh.
I am way into this.
I figured you would be.
I am into it.
I am too. And
it's got white. You can see it's got the lettering on the sidewalls.
Yep. Yeah. And you're right. You know they're talking about this on the 6th green today. Yeah.
Scandalized.
Yeah. Did you see Brax? It's like one of the guys, like one of the top tier country club members' kids. Like, did you see Brackalaxon's what he did to his hand-me-down Lexus?
Yeah.
Right?
This was a lease that someone's kid talked them into buying out.
Yes, there you go.
And giving to them.
Yes.
And this is the result.
Oh my God. I love it. I love the air freshener hanging. I love whatever's on the dash. Look
at mirror delete.
Look at the tiny little mirror. Is it just a camera? What is it? It has
a camera, yeah.
It has racing seats. Wow. Ian.
I'm into this.
Yeah. Those
now all of a sudden I'm interested in Lexuses. It's
weird. Do you want to borrow my golf shirt?
I do not. But this is like golf shirt and vape pen.
Yes, yeah. This is golf shirt and a Slayer patch sewn onto it.
Right, like you blow out the smoke from your vape pen and it just forms a little collar.
Yes.
Popped around
you. Yeah. My wife and I drove through a really nice neighborhood recently. And it was just we took a weird way home, from somewhere, and we just wound up in it, right? And there was a kind of a running trail, and someone was legit in this super uppity neighborhood jogging in a polo with the collar popped. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, maybe they wanted the extra wind resistance, for training. Yeah. Yep.
That's the wasp version of a mask.
There you go. Yep, exactly. Well, Ian, this is fantastic. And I am fully in support of this Bananas IS because are you a fan of the IS in general?
Yeah, I drove one. I drove a 2002-ish.
Okay.
IS.
Okay.
And I really liked it.
Okay.
It was a lot of fun. It was better than I thought it was going to be. And I haven't driven an IS since then.
Oh, okay.
That's the last IS I've driven.
Right.
What about you?
Yeah, I don't think I've ever driven an IS. And it's never really ticked on my radar because I think that dividing line of what we say as far as what we want in luxury cars, we want them to be super luxurious and not too sporty.
Or
right?
super sporty and not too, yeah.
Exactly, right? We want the M5 or the LS460, right? We don't want an LS460 with crazy hard suspension, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I think besides mine, the last one that I really enjoyed was the GSF. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Because I have two hands and a heart.
Very different car though than the IS.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I want to know what under hood stuff has been coupled with this crazy person's IS. This is fantastic.
Yeah. In a small way, I hope nothing.
Yeah, right. That it's just bone stock.
Right.
Yeah.
That it's just the aesthetics.
Yes. Yeah.
I kind of hope that's that's the stock exhaust with just tips.
Yeah, that would be amazing. Yeah.
I don't think that's the case because it does look like it's been lowered, but
right. Yeah.
I saw that. It was actually, I was on my way to go get my R32 from the mechanic. I was in the back of a lift with the windows down, obviously on the highway.
Right.
And I was like, well, this is nice. Didn't have to roll the window down. I already had them down. So, yeah.
Nice. Yeah. You could just do a my eyes lap, do 25 to 70 to 470 and just keep going,
Yep, absolutely.
Right? Yeah. And because that is the DTC right there.
Yep.
Yeah. Huh. Okay. Nice spot, man. I want it. What do you think the likelihood is that you'd be friends with this person? What scale 1 to 10? And we're scoring likelihood here.
So if we were in a spot to have met and be and have a chance to have a conversation, probably still a 6.
Okay. All right.
But all things considered, real world, 2. Right? When am I gonna meet someone who has this much time on their hands?
Right. True. How do you think you would fare against this individual on the kart track?
Oh, so my likelihood of beating them?
Yeah.
1 being no chance, 10 being guaranteed
definitive
win.
Yeah.
8. Do you think?
I mean, that's what my gut tells me, but I'd love to be wrong in that situation.
Well, because I think to be fast requires a certain subtlety.
Right. A nuanced touch.
Yes.
Right.
And that is not what comes to mind when I'm looking at this car.
That is excellent reasoning, right? That is the hammer approach to like a screw driver, right? Like, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, what you need is a scalpel. And what this gentleman is bringing is a chainsaw.
Exactly. That's some really good reasoning, Ian.
Thank you.
You're a good co-host.
I think about things.
I have thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Nice, Ian. Yeah, good spot. Buddy.
What about you? What likelihood of being friends were you to be like if this was the new hire at your office?
Oh yeah. 4? You know?
What about likelihood you would beat them on the kart track?
7?
Yeah. We're on the same page. Okay.
Yeah. Nice. And it is one of those things where what our reactions to it certainly says more about us than it does this person with the car.
Oh, absolutely they do. Yes.
Right? Yeah. Nice. Okay. That's fantastic, Ian. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Braxel Laxton's Lexus IS. Well done. Well done, sir. Yeah. way to spin the trust fund.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I dig it. Ian.
All right.
Okay.
What do we got next?
You know what? Ian.
Yes.
I mean, I want to talk to you about your new car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. How that new car? You kiboshed me on that. I want to know how you're doing with the new car that your 2018 Volkswagen Jetta Alltrack.
Golf Alltrack.
Son of a bitch.
SEL.
Okay. All right.
Very long name.
Yes.
It's good. It's very good. So yeah, there's the new fleet.
Right.
As it were. So a couple of things. So I have the looks have started to grow on me more.
Okay.
That was one thing that I was like honestly a little bummed about.
Sure. I mean, it's
that good looking.
It's pretty vanilla, right?
It is, but it started to grow on me as I've kind of noticed little lines and stuff like that.
Okay.
So it started to grow on me looks wise.
Sure.
We took it. We put the car seats in,
Uh-huh.
which are very easy to install. By the way.
Good.
Very
Good.
Thumbs up.
Nice.
The clip what are they called? The strap anchors.
Tie down points. Yeah.
Anchor system.
There we go.
Right in the front of the seat.
Oh, snap. Okay.
So there's no digging around in cushions or anything. It's
nice.
Just boom, right there.
Okay.
Very good design. But we threw the car seats in them, and we took a little mountain road trip.
Okay.
We went down 285 and did Guanella Pass, and then came up over Georgetown.
Nice.
And then came home.
Okay. How did it do over Guanella?
It was awesome. I was so impressed.
Turbos, small engines, turbos, high altitude, a winning combination.
Yeah, that little the little 1.8 is, it doesn't sound very good.
Right.
But it really does like deliver power in a nice, pleasing way. Like it's a good little engine. It really it did a great job over the pass. And I have to say the handling was really good. Like,
nice. Okay.
Yeah, it's not like terminal understeer. It's obviously I had 2 small kids and my wife with me, so I wasn't like 12 tenths or anything.
Right.
But even at like 7-8 tenths, you can hustle it. And it's a willing partner.
Nice.
It doesn't. Yeah. Like when you have hustled cars in the mountains, on twisty roads, and you're like, it's like dragging a dog that just wants to sit.
Right.
Right. And you're like, come on, do this with me.
Right.
It was just kind of keeping up with whatever I could throw at.
Okay. Nice. That's really good. How are you feeling about the automatic transmission? Do you think it's getting in the way? Were you blipping stuff manually? Talk me through that.
Yeah, so I played with it in a couple different modes. So it's the 6-speed dual clutch.
Okay. Do you have them flappy paddles, buddy? You got them flappy paddles?
Yeah, they're tiny little wheel-mounted paddles, and then you can also shift on the with the shifter.
Okay.
And you can put it in sport. I really like the engagement of sport mode because you like to put the transmission in sport mode. You just like it's like a toggle. So you
nice.
Back.
Okay.
Once, and it centers back to the drive position, but it's in sport mode and it reflects that on the dash. And then if you want to turn it off, you just pull it back one more time.
Okay,
so
nice. That's a nice, easy way to do it, right? Just a sport mode. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. And then you slide it over and you can be in manual mode.
Right.
And it's, manual-ish.
Sure.
Mode. Like it won't if you are in third gear, say, and you put your foot down and the revs are too low, it will kick up for you.
Okay, gotcha. So there's a little bit of safety override stuff there.
Yeah. Which is a little annoying. Like I would prefer like a true manual mode.
Right, where it held stuff.
Yeah. The other thing that I don't like about the transmission is setting off.
Okay.
We noticed this when we drove the 2019 last year. When you first get into the throttle, just nothing happens. There's a huge dead time. And so you think like, oh, I need more throttle.
Gotcha.
It's just like the DSG. It's like the clutch is engaging.
Okay.
It's like slow or something, or it's purposefully like cutting torque. I don't know.
Okay.
And then so you add more throttle and you kind of get like one of these.
Right. Yeah, the whoosh, like the unexpected, overcorrection of throttle. Yeah.
Right. So it's also like hard to predict how much lag there's going to be. So if you're like trying to get out into a tight spot.
Right.
That's not great.
Right.
But once you're rolling, it's really good. I think the only situation I found that wasn't smooth with the transmission was like engine braking down a big hill.
Oh, okay.
Going and if you're in that situation where you're like in a low gear, just slow yourself down, and then kind of traffic clears so you can go back up a gear to let yourself kind of roll.
Yep.
So if you're like in if you're in second gear, slowing yourself down a really steep hill, and you go to third, that's a really jerky.
Oh, okay.
Like an upshift off throttle.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Is pretty rough. Everything else was great. Like it doesn't hunt around. Like
nice.
It'll hold gears if you're in sport mode.
Yeah.
It was really pretty good.
6 is a solid number for gears when you're coupling it with a smaller engine, right? Yeah. I mean, I can tell my Lexus like hunting gears every now and then. And it has an 8-speed transmission, right?
Right.
But even with a V8, it still hunts a bit, right? And but 6 and a small turbo engine, I think you're pretty solid, right?
Yeah. No, it's good. I mean, the transmission in this is way better than the Saab.
Nice, good. Because that thing was slow.
Better in the Saab,
right?
But this is better.
Nice,
the
man.
Transmission's way better.
I have a really important question for you, though.
Mm-hmm.
When are you going to debadge that alphabet soup off of the back of it, man?
Yeah, I was looking at that yesterday. Like when we got back, I was thinking about that. Like,
there's so much back there.
Yeah, that obviously the dealer stuff is first on the list.
If you're getting the heat gun out, just do all of it, man.
That's what I was kind of thinking. I'm not sure.
Do all of it. All of it.
You think so?
I mean, obviously, you keep the VW logo because that's your little hatch popper, right?
Yeah, well, that's also where the camera is.
Oh, nice. Okay. Oh, yeah, right up there in the top of the V?
No, it's at the bottom. So, no, it's hidden.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So that is the latch to get into the trunk, but also when you engage reverse, that flips up.
Yes, that's cool.
So it like protects the camera from getting like snow.
Yeah. Okay.
It's really cool. Yeah, the camera pops out from underneath there.
Nice. That's going to break in a year, but yeah, cool. No.
I mean, you're probably right.
My opinion, you take off all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you have on the side? Do you have the tiny all-track badges on the side, or are they like integrated into the molding?
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think there's any extra badges on the side.
Okay, cool. Okay. 2018.
It's a good question.
Yeah, right. I think you just debadge the whole back end of it. Yeah. Oh yeah, they have those tiny little all-track emblems up on the front quarter panel.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Is that not the side marker?
I can't remember. This is a 2019.
It should be the same.
Yeah. Yeah. Open image and new tab. Maybe this is. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's that tiny little thing right there. Yeah. I think that just says all track, but I'd keep that.
Yeah. That'll probably stay.
Yeah. Absolutely. That should. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, get rid of that stuff on the back, man. Yeah. That'll clean that up and look real nice. Yeah.
I'm just going to have I'm just going to get an R that should belong on a Turbo X and just put that on there.
There you go. Nice. Nice. The golfer.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh. I like that. Yeah.
We're really liking it. The seats are great.
Nice, man.
It was really the kids loved the panoramic sunroof.
Sweet.
So yeah, it's been good. I'm getting my roof box tomorrow.
Okay.
And I'm anxious to see how much shit we can like pile in.
Yeah. Yeah, right? Nice, man. Nice, dude. Yeah. Solid purchase, Ian. I'm proud of you, buddy.
Thank you. I will say, so I did have a harder time saying goodbye to the Saab than I thought I was going to.
Sure. Yeah.
My 6-year-old though, did not have that same reaction.
Okay.
So I told him like, okay, kids, like say goodbye to the old car. Like I'm gonna go take it, and we're never gonna see it again.
Right.
And he asked me, "Could you tell them to crush it?" I was like, "Are you serious?"
Did Jenny set him up to that?
No, but she laughed.
Sure, she did. So I have to tell you, so like, I want to know where your mind's at with this, because I think you're probably still kind of like new car-ish kind of buzz, right? But like, let me give you a quick example. So you remember that I used to have 2 Basset Hounds, right? And
yes.
My dear sweet Mona passed away. And then I had Gunther, right? So it was just me and Gunther. And Gunther is anxiety boy, right?
Yeah.
And so I found a very nice lady to adopt Gunther. She had another Basset Hound, whose partner Basset Hound had passed away. And so now it's Gunther and Gracie. And she's retired. She stays home all the time, right? But when we were when she first had Gunther and we were seeing if it was a good fit, I was helping her understand all of his like behavioral nuances. And I did not realize the quantity of modifications that I had made to my life over the years to accommodate an anxiety-ridden dog. Right?
I see where you're going with this.
So I want to know the things that like you are like you now like it would be different if like you gave me the Turbo X, right? But like all of this kind of stuff that is popping up in your mind now that it's gone, or now that you don't have to manage it anymore, right?
Yeah. Yeah. I have one example right here, actually.
Okay.
So I would always have this plugged in.
Oh, the OBD scanner. Uh-huh. Yeah. Uh-huh.
This would always be plugged in. And then whenever I drove the Saab between the months of, say, March and November, I would have my phone up with the coolant temperature.
Right. Yes.
Because the coolant gauge in that car is fucking useless.
Yeah. They're estimates at best. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I would have that going with my coolant gauge, coolant temperature, and I would be watching it like a hawk. And so like going into the mountains with that car was a very like strategic.
Yes.
It was like planning an invasion.
Right.
You got to check the weather reports. You got to look at the traffic. You got to look. I mean, like, you got to plan. You can't just.
Right. You can't just get in the car and go.
Right. And so that's what we did this weekend. Like, we were like, you know what we should do? Let's go over Guanella Pass. And so we just like piled in the car and went. And it's just like such a.
Right.
Like, oh, that's what having an appliance feels like.
Right.
So like one appliance in your life, I get it. I mean, I'm happy that it's still a relatively fun appliance. I think this is a good.
Right.
It's a good compromise.
Labeling anything with a turbo an appliance is not necessarily appropriate.
They all have turbos now, though.
Well, I mean, yeah, but this one at least feels like it.
It does. Yes, it does. It does. It definitely doesn't have the same. Like the Saab definitely had a very old school feel to it.
Yeah, the rubber band snap.
It's a pretty new car. It was only 10 years old.
Right.
But it
was an old soul.
That big. What?
It was an old soul.
Oh, for sure it was. Yeah, it would just sometimes pee places.
Yeah, exactly.
It would forget where it was supposed to be.
But you were saying but
it would give you that big woof torque.
Right. Yeah.
And this doesn't do that as much.
Right.
Which I kind of miss that, but at the same time, it's probably not going to leave me stranded.
Right. So. I still miss as manic as Dusty Rusty was, even though I have the Vigan.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Even though the Vigan has 0.3 more liters and the same turbo and a 2 stages lower tune. I still miss Dusty Rusty's insane behavior. Right.
I think it was nutso. It was terrifying.
Talk about somebody that makes like a massive overcorrection in their life. I went from Dusty Rusty to an Infinity, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I think somewhat similar, parallels you taking the Turbo X and then getting this,
Yeah. I mean, I don't think it's quite that big of a jump.
Well,
at least it's another turbo wagon.
Right. But I think the Infinity was fun as shit.
Well, that's true.
So, yeah.
That's good.
So, yeah. But yeah, I think that we maybe made some similar steps in the snow,
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah, I think you're right.
Yeah. Nice. Well, that's awesome. Yeah. So I'm going to be really curious as those things come up when you like realize like some kind of like refreshing or some kind of thing that you used to have to worry about with the Saab. Like, or modify your behavior or stuff like that, logistics around. Yeah, let me know because I'm really interested in that stuff. That kind of stuff. Like it's so easy to forget how much we've modified our own behavior until we no longer have to manage that or we're faced with something else.
Yeah. And I mean, the big thing is going to be doing stuff with the family as like, especially going up in the mountains, like, because there was the cooling system and all the drive and everything else. And so like I want to see when I get that roof box and this extra storage.
Yeah.
We were renting cars to go camping.
Right.
So like, I want to see if we can get, 3 days worth of camping gear.
Sure.
In our daily driver. Like that would be amazing.
Right.
So.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, with a tiny little trailer, anything's possible.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Right? Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah, you're going to be a trailer boy before I am.
I know.
Yeah, look at you. Yeah. Nice, buddy. Well, cool. I'm really, it makes me really happy to hear that because there's a bunch of bullshit that you don't need to manage right now, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. That kind of stuff goes a long way for our mental health.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
So,
yeah.
Hopefully this will be good. And also, as you can tell, they're repaving the street right here.
Yeah, so they're covering up or they've ground down all your oil of past transgressions.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
And it's going to be completely paved over
Yeah.
So it really is just a fresh start.
Wiping the slate clean, man. Yeah, I love that.
Yep.
I love that. I'm going to come over and just dump a bunch of oil in the middle of the night and not tell you. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah. Nice.
Hilarious.
Nice. Well, that's awesome, man.
What do we have next?
We could talk about how I beat you at Fantasy F1 again. I don't even know what the drivers' names are or what track they ran at. Like, did you like my Laguna Seca tweet?
No, I didn't see that.
Okay. Yeah, you had tweeted, that me beating you killed you because it was at your favorite track and everything.
Oh, I missed that.
I replied from the Apex Adjacent account and said, Laguna Seca? Cool. I don't know anything about this, and I beat you by 4 spots.
So what had happened was...
What had happened was...
It was Spa, which is like my favorite track.
Okay.
In Belgium.
I've been to a Spa.
But yeah, not that Spa.
Yeah.
Not that sort of Spa.
Got a weird lavender.
Spa-Francorchamps.
Okay.
And anyway, so it's just a really cool track. We've driven it on Sim before, so right. I know you know what I'm talking about.
I do.
And I was so looking forward to this race, especially because I went the extra mile. Like I went and looked at the weather forecast, and it was supposed to rain for qualifying and for the race, and none of that happened. So I had modified all of my predictions based on the fact that it was going to rain.
Right.
And then it didn't.
So were you picking Verstappen winning, or what were you thinking?
Yeah, I had picked Verstappen to win.
Okay.
And the other thing that happened was that one of the people on my team had a mechanical issue on the way to the grid.
Oh no.
So Carlos Sainz had a mechanical issue and ended up not starting the race.
Oh.
So I didn't have him. So
that's a scratch between you and I because he's on my team too. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. You didn't notice he scored 0 points?
No.
Nope. Had DNF next to his name? Okay.
Didn't. All I looked is that I beat you by 4 spots. Yep.
Yeah. So it did not go well because my predictions were all jacked up. So
it did go well for someone though.
For you?
Well, no, for whoever's on the receiving end of the Colorado Bail Fund's donations.
Correct. Yes.
So because I beat you by 4 spots, I threw some cash towards I let you pick the charity.
You did.
You said Colorado Bail Fund. It's the Colorado Freedom Fund, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry.
Yep. No problem. I assume you couldn't get your LLC and donate GoFundMe page set up fast enough for me to donate to it. Like, oh, this website was created a day ago.
It was created 10 seconds before he had responded. That's
right.
Amazing.
Yeah. Let me run a whois. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. So it went well for them. So, there you go. And so I would love to solicit charities that listeners would like us to target our next donation to the next time I beat you, because it's going to happen again.
Yes.
I can tell this is a hard pill to swallow.
It's not great.
Do you know why it gives me satisfaction to beat you?
I mean, yes, because it would give me satisfaction if I beat you in I don't know, fantasy Tour de France or whatever.
No. See, that's not it. It's not about beating you. Do you know what it's about?
Clearly not. Then.
No, it's about proving that F1 is boring.
Yeah.
Right? Because if it was crazy and exciting, then I wouldn't be able to just pick the same thing all the time and win all the time.
Yeah. No, I mean, I know. And I mean, to be fair, this was the most boring Spa race that I can remember in a long time.
Yeah, like Hamilton started pole and finished first.
Yeah, he led every lap. There was never any doubt. It was a pretty boring race.
Yeah.
And then the other storyline though is Ferrari finishing like 12th and 13th or something. Like they're nowhere.
Right. Yeah.
So it's Mercedes and Verstappen nipping at their heels, hoping they break down, essentially.
Right. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Not great. But I don't know. Maybe Monza will be crazy. Who knows? There was weird stuff happened at Monza last year, so hopefully that'll be a repeat.
Okay. We'll see.
Moving on. It's fine.
I like that I'm the one who puts Fantasy F1 on the agenda and you're the one who doesn't want to talk about it. How the tables have turned.
I know.
I drive a golf cart, Ian.
I know. It's just...
The world is fucking upside down, isn't it?
It really is.
I apologize. I know you don't need this right now, but I'm going to continue beating you.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
No problem. Ian, we'll move on.
Okay. Let's do that.
What other stuff have you seen? Because you have some more my eyes for us.
I do.
Yes.
I also have, so if you look in the Dave Don't Look folder.
Sure.
I have 2 vanity plates for you.
Okay. All right. Which would you like me to start with? The Honda Passport or whatever it is, Pilo, or
let's start with that one, because this one is more of a question of these are both like head scratcher a little bit. I need help. We need to
Gotcha.
I want to get your take.
Okay.
On what they mean.
Okay. All right. Here we go. All right. So it is a Honda Pilot in blue. It's the touring model. Okay. And the license plate, it's a Colorado plate that says Duke U02.
Yes.
Okay. So Duke University, 2002.
That makes total sense.
What did you think it was? Like some kind of poop joke?
No. So here's the thing: is that like that did not occur to me.
I love you, Ian. I'm wearing a golf shirt. Of course, it occurred to me.
That's absolutely what it means.
You pull up the picture and I'm like, why did you take a picture of Brian's car?
Right. No, I took this picture because the thing that popped in my head was so ridiculous. I knew it wasn't correct.
Okay.
But it's the only thing I could think of. And it's just like my mind, I don't know, is broken. I thought, but the first thing that popped in my head was some sort of feudal system situation where this is describing a landlord-tenant relationship.
Right.
And this is the Duke.
Right.
You owe money to also.
and this person's wife's car is Duchess UO as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the 2 is as well, and O is O as an owe money to.
I can't believe.
Why is my brain so irreparably broken, Dave?
Hey, look, what did I text you earlier today? I was like, after so and so, blah blah blah, and then I typed a month. What month did I type?
Was it? I don't remember what it was. It was
March.
Very wrong though.
I typed in March, and I was referring to the month coming up, September, the month people are listening to this in. And then later in conversation with my boss, I said March when I meant September. Yeah. So,
well, I mean, it is March 190th.
Yes.
So
yes.
Fair.
Yeah. What did my boss say? I think he said something like, "Oh no, it's the 6th of March or something like that." Yeah. Yeah. So, okay. All right. So now that we've gotten to the bottom of Duke U02, I mean, I like yours better, right? Yeah.
But yours is correct.
Okay. All right. And this
All right,
actually
we have a similar situation in the next one.
Okay. I'm like, oh, this is Tom's car. Oh, okay. No. So next one is so is this your Volkswagen that you're driving? It has the
that's the Saab.
Oh, okay. I was going to say it looks far too dirty to be your Volkswagen. Yeah, the Saab had the Bose sound system, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So this is a Mercedes-Benz. What is that? Is that an S-Class or a C?
It is.
It's an S-Class.
S-Class, I believe.
Okay. All right. So it's an S550 with blacked out taillights. Okay. So the license plate says B1G DR1P. Okay. So this
big drip.
So it is big drip, and drip is just, yeah. I mean, it is just slang for, like flexing, diamonds, luxury, all that stuff. Yeah. I mean, that's it. That's all it is.
Or
or what do you think it could be, Ian?
A urologist who specializes in sexually transmitted diseases.
What? Okay. Dr. 1P. Okay, I get
No. Big drip.
Uh-huh. Big drip. Oh, keep it at big drip.
Oh, yeah. Keep it at big drip. Big drip is the right way to read it.
Okay.
Just what it implies.
Okay.
I mean, again, I got there eventually after, but my first thought was disgusting.
Remember that episode of Seinfeld where George Costanza started doing really well in his life by going against his first instincts?
Yeah. I should maybe do that.
Okay. I think this is good. Okay, so Ian, I want to show you a vanity plate that I saw. Okay. All right. Well, not that I saw. Our buddy Jared saw this in Missouri. Actually, on the Kansas side, he saw it at a well-known establishment called Nebraska Furniture Mart. It is like the Bass Pro Shop of furniture and electronics. Okay. It is truly a spectacle. Okay. So Ian, all right. So this is a Chevy Suburban with a bunch of stickers on it in the pearlish white. And it has a license plate, a Kansas license plate that says MUTGRFN.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, this is a parable about involving creatures from mythology, and it's a story about a mute griffin. That's truly the first thing that comes to mind. I don't know what else it is.
So it is Missouri University. They're in Columbia, Missouri. MU. Their mascot is the Tigers, so they are an MU Tiger fan.
I like mute griffin better.
I do too. And also, I would assume that this person is going to get their car keyed because they have a Kansas license plate, but they have an MU Tiger fan thing on. So they are not happy about living in Kansas, and the Kansas folks are not happy about this person being there. Yeah. I mean, granted.
Well, that just reminds me of the story of the mute griffin. I don't know if you've heard it before.
You know what? I would love to hear it. Why don't you tell me? Maybe it could be a nice bedtime story, and I'll go to sleep.
I wish I knew it. Sounds intriguing.
There once was a mute griffin, and he said, story over.
A+.
Thanks. Okay. All right. Yeah. So there you go. So our buddy Jared saw that at Nebraska Furniture Mart. He also saw another car at Nebraska Furniture Mart. Ian, I want to know what you think this one is. It's a little red Volkswagen Golf TDI with a license plate that says.
Well, I mean, this one's speaking my language. This is over budget.
You're right.
OVR BDGT.
Yes. Right?
Yeah.
I like that. Tip of the hat score to this person, right?
I mean, I sympathize.
Right.
You're driving a slightly older Volkswagen. You're over budget. I speak your language.
Now, if this person was an accountant or in the financial industry, would you dislike them more? or like them less, I guess is the right way to say that.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Okay.
Because then it could be like a little bit of like a scolding thing. It could be like a question.
Oh,
it could be like a marketing thing. Like,
yes.
Over budget?
Right.
Right. I'm your guy. I'm driving a diesel.
Right. There you go. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And it's a miracle Volkswagen hasn't pulled this one off the streets.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, because I think this is peak Dieselgate car right here.
Probably. Maybe they bought it back or something.
Yeah,
you
maybe.
can get those things super cheap now.
Oh, man. I love them. Yeah. It looks good, right?
Yeah.
Ian, this is like your motif, like the red Golf with the black wheels.
It is, yeah.
Right?
It's very close.
Yeah, look at that.
Those are actually pretty close to my wheels.
Yeah, right? There's your wheels. Yeah. There's, are they the same wheels?
They are not.
No, they're not. These are 8-spoke. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine are a little thinner and sportier.
Yeah. Yours are.
Plus, I got the meaty meats on them.
You do. And yours are 8-spoke as well. Yeah. True. Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, good job, over budget. And thank you, Jared, for sending those in. Yes,
absolutely.
Yeah. And really, if you're ever at Nebraska Furniture Mart at, like I-70 and 435 near there, do yourself a favor and just wander through there for like an hour or two. Yeah. And go ahead.
I was going to say, that good, huh?
Yeah. Well, and also you want to channel my father, because he would always try to get me to go to Nebraska Furniture Mart when I would go home to Kansas City. And it's like, why would I come to Kansas City to buy a huge thing? Like, because the scale of the building is insane. Like, it's just insane. It is like Best Buy and like 12 Best Buys and like so many things like all in one,
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah. Yep. Nebraska Furniture Mart, man. Yep.
That's funny.
Yep. So
I love it.
Yeah. And it's very close to the Kansas Raceway, like that, the NASCAR track that's right there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right on.
Let's see. So I have a couple my eyes.
I want to see them.
Okay. All right.
Put them in my face.
Gotcha. I saw this Honda Civic the other day when I was driving around. Ian? It's a Honda Civic Si.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's missing a spoiler.
It is. So somebody either stole the spoiler or it broke or something, but it's got some scars, got some battle scars there.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some scuffs on the old bumper there too.
Yeah, and the clear coat's starting to go on this guy. This is like a 2006 or 7. Right? Yeah. This thing's had a hard life, Ian. So my heart went out to this little SI because they're good cars. Those are great engines.
Yeah, I really wonder what happened to that poor little spoiler when somebody just snapped it off.
Right? Yeah, in a fit of rage.
Because like the hardware's still there. So.
Yeah, and the wiring.
Yeah, so you can imagine it just got ripped off.
Yeah. They were too fast, way too furious. Ripped it right off.
Have I told you that Jenny and I have started watching those?
No, you're watching the Fast and Furious franchise?
We are watching, it's like Attorneys General. It's the Fasts and Furious.
And why are you not live tweeting these?
Because they were shockingly bad. Like, so much worse than I remember.
Yeah.
Particularly the music in the first one.
Okay.
Is horrendous.
Okay. Is it all just like POD and stuff like that?
Yeah, it's like there's a legit Kid Rock song in there.
Oh, geez.
And then the rest of it is like generic, late 90s, early 2000s hard rock sort of stuff. Like just the dregs, like the worst, right?
Nice.
And then like there's not like that much of a plot either.
Right.
It kind of meanders.
Yeah. Yeah. I would.
Paul Walker is just like not a
good actor.
No.
Right. I would recommend to you to after you watch one of them to listen to the "How Did This Get Made" podcast with Paul Scheer, June Diane Raphael, and Jason Mantzoukas.
Yeah.
Now they do for every Fast and Furious they have an episode, and they have Adam Scott on as the guest to talk about it. Because Adam Scott was also in a really bad movie about motorcycles called Torque.
he was in that.
Yeah, and it's really bad.
I've never seen it, but I remember when it came out.
Right. Yeah. So the four of them do every Fast and the Furious, and the podcasts are just great. I love that podcast so much. Yeah.
Okay, I'll have to check that. We'll have to listen to those because that might make it a little more this project that we've embarked on.
Yes.
A little more palatable because we did watch all of the Missions Impossible.
Oh, Missions Impossible. Okay.
And we watched all of the Indiana Jones and all of the Bourne movies.
Okay. Yep. Boo and I did the Bourne movies a little while ago. Yeah.
Those hold up pretty well.
They
the
actually
Jeremy
do.
Renner one is a pile of shit.
We skipped it. We just skipped it. Yeah.
And I have still never seen the fourth Indiana Jones.
Okay. I haven't either. Yeah.
To me, it does not exist.
Okay. Yeah. Shia LaBeouf. No. Buff. Although Peanut Butter Falcon is an amazing movie. He's so good.
I haven't seen that yet.
That's fantastic. Yeah, I love it.
Anyway, it's a shame about this spoiler.
You know what? One of my quarantine things that I've done to like kill the time is for the How Did This Get Made podcast. They do it every other week, and they do some really shitty movies. And I've actually been watching every single one. Yeah.
Oh dear God.
Yeah. Just a really bad Steve Guttenberg movie a while ago called like The Boyfriend Academy or something. Oh man, yeah, awful. Yeah. Okay. So good way to spend the quarantine. Where are you at in the Fast and Furious franchise right now? What's next on the docket?
We just watched Tokyo Drift.
Okay, so that was what, 3?
The third one. Yes.
Okay.
So that means the next one is Fast and Furious.
Right. And then you get to 5.
Yes. And so the next one is the first one where they all reunite, and it's the last like street racing one.
Right.
And then it gets into the heist movie crazy shit.
Right, where they turn into superheroes.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
And I've seen one of those.
Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah.
I'm anxious to see how this next one is before the reboot.
Uh-huh.
How bad does it have to get before even they were like, Jesus, what are we doing here?
Bring in the Rock.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So that's what I'm excited about.
Yeah. Nice. Okay. I may have to dip back in and go through them. Yeah. I've only seen 5 and the first one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I've seen the first one a bunch of times. But even now, like sitting and watching it with someone who's never seen it before.
Right.
You see it through fresh eyes and you're like, this is not good.
Do you remember, like when the first one came out, do you remember all the people that told you it was a good movie and how wrong they were?
Yeah. But even, I mean, I'm not just like revising my own memory. Like,
right.
I know that I knew that was a bad movie.
Right.
But I enjoyed it anyway, sort of thing. Like it has always been a guilty pleasure of mine.
Oh, okay. Wow. I never knew this. Okay. Yeah. You're really opening up in quarantine. Buying cars, telling me you like Fast and the Furious. Okay.
Well, no, I mean, it's a guilty pleasure. That's a different, that's a different thing than saying that I liked it.
Do you like it?
I like it. I don't enjoy
that's okay.
it.
Don't be ashamed. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, no, that's what a guilty pleasure is. You feel bad for liking it.
I'm telling you not to feel ashamed. Right? That's comfort food, right? Like that's like actually like going to a Chili's and getting a burger and it not being awful, right? Right? Yeah. Like it does what it says on the box, right? Mm-hmm. You know you're going to get some weird margarita and it's going to be fine, right? Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Nice, man. Nice. I love it.
Anyway, so this poor Civic SI. I don't remember how we got there.
The last my eyes that I have. Oh yeah, and this does come back to a question that I have for you about your new car. But in my just kind of routine online stuff, right? Mm-hmm. Like I have a little folder for the vegan, right? In my browser. And there's like some you pull it searches and stuff like that, that are saved, right?
Yeah.
And so on one of mine, I was just browsing You Pull It, and I went to Albuquerque, New Mexico, just on a whim to see if they have like a crazy amount of Saabs, right? And I saw this. It is a wrecked 9.5 Sport Combi.
Oh, wow.
Okay. But what I need is somebody in Albuquerque, New Mexico to go get those fucking wheels, because those are the 17-inch like Aero Combi wheels. And I love those. And I need those for the Vigan.
Yeah. That is a significant incident that happened.
Yeah. But look at the passenger compartment. It's fine. Yeah. Saab. I mean, it's a Saab.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those wheels are great. Those are good wheels.
Yeah, that's why someone that's listening to this show needs to go to Albuquerque and get them for me and send them to me. I'll pay you. Yeah. Ian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, those are cool wheels.
Yeah. Yeah. So
what is your question?
Yeah. So I want to know what out of your browser search, like your saved bookmarks, do you no longer have to have, or you've deleted because you don't have the Turbo X anymore?
You know, it's interesting you said that, because I do have a whole folder of just forum posts, like Saab forum posts.
Would you be willing to share that on the show?
They're mostly cars for sale.
Okay.
Turbo X cars for sale.
Because you were thinking about getting a parts car?
NG cars for sale. And then I do have a bookmark for just like the Saab 9.3, like the new 9.3.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Forum.
Knowledge base. Yeah.
Right. I don't have any specific articles bookmarked.
Okay.
I do have some of those bookmarked. Yeah.
Okay.
And so I don't need this Saab forums folder anymore.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Will you delete that on the show?
No.
Why not?
I don't do a lot of browser bookmark cleanup.
I deleted my folder for the M45.
I'm not ready to.
What?
Really? I'm not ready to let it go yet. Partly I want to see if it pops up.
Okay. Well, I
will say that one thing I did do today that I'm not necessarily proud of.
Okay.
But I did set a Google alert for the VIN number.
You can't let go.
Mm-mm. I want to know that it's not just going to like end up in a junkyard. Like I want it to end up in an enthusiast's hands.
It's going wholesale to an auction.
Yeah. So, but I want to find the auction.
Yeah.
And like post it. I want to at least do my due diligence and post it in like the Facebook group that I'm.
Okay.
The Turbo X Facebook group.
Right.
And then I will resign from that Facebook
group. Okay. When it comes time to delete the browser folder. Right. Yeah. I want us to digitally hold hands and do it together.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. It'd be like if you found a puppy on the street.
Right.
And you had to find its owner.
Right.
Like that's where I feel like I'm at. I'm like I don't want to just drop it off at the pound.
Right.
I want to at least make an effort.
Right.
A whiff of an effort.
Right.
To find its forever home.
Gotcha. Unlike what I did when I found the bird.
Right.
Yeah. You guys take it. Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. So that's like that's full circle to me. That is acceptance. Is that deleting the browser searches, that kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm with you.
Yeah. And I do have to admit this, so I'll be open and honest with you. I still do every now and then a manual infinity search for the You Pull It stuff, just to see like the years that are coming into the You Pull It yards.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and I won't have to search the You Pull It yard for Saab because I know you'll be looking for Saab parts. So if it ends up in the You Pull It yard in Denver,
Yeah. I'll know.
You will tell me.
Yeah. I'll go buy it and park it in front of your house. I'll have it.
Do not do that.
I will have it left upside down on the pavement in front of your house. Yeah. I'd be like, Ian, we have a new project car. Do these Cheerios look familiar?
Right.
Okay. All right. I do have one more, my eyes, and I have to start this one like I start most things in my life, with an apology.
Okay.
Ian, I didn't get a good picture of this, but I can describe it. So tell the people what you think. This is in Denver traffic. I actually had to be safe and put my phone down. Okay. So this is on Colfax, right? So this is tell the people what you think you see here. And I can zoom out again if you'd like, if that kind of makes it easier.
Yeah, my first thought was Thunderbird.
Okay.
I don't think that's right. I think it's a Mercury Grand Marquis?
Exactly right, dude. It is a 1992-91 Mercury Grand Marquis. Nice. Okay. Ian, this had a vanity. You did, right? This had a vanity plate on it, and I'm going to read it to you. I want you to tell me what you think it is.
Hold on, let me get my untitled notepad.
Yep, ready. Open your untitled notepad. Okay. ROTHIRA.
Rothera? Oh, it's Roth IRA.
You're right. It's Roth IRA.
Do you see again? It's like anything that would like college degree. No, don't see it. Successful financially, don't see it.
Ian, this is I have to tell you. Okay, so what has happened? What has happened was every time you wrote your name down and someone looked at it and said, Evan,
yeah,
that like has infected your brain and is now coming out this way.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I like that because that is telling you what they spent their money on instead of their car.
Exactly. And a 1992 Mercury Grand Marquis could not be more fitting for that. No. Right?
Perfect.
Yeah. Sensible.
It's reassuring people. Like, don't just hold on.
Right.
For another 20 years.
Right.
And this will all make sense.
Exactly. Right. It brings me to an FMK Cars.
Oh, that's the game that we play on this here show, which is whatever this is. But it's based on the classic game of Fuck, Marry, Kill, except we play it with cars instead of people.
It is. It is. Okay. So, Ian, in this one, you're going to get a car and a, say, investment strategy. Okay? All right. First up, you have a 1992 Mercury Grand Marquis. Okay?
Before you get going too much on this, I do want to give the listeners an update about my investment strategy, my main investment strategy.
Oh, God.
I did pass a pretty big benchmark this week. I did pass 500 records in my collection this week.
You realize you're going to have to part with those to put Nico through college, right?
I mean, I might be able to, honestly.
Okay. Nice. Congratulations on crossing 500.
Thank you.
No problem. Yeah. Achievement unlocked.
That's one of those like, congratulations.
Not for me. I get it. Yeah. I'm not your mother, Ian.
Yeah.
1992
Grand Marquis.
As much as
I'm focused, I'm in it.
Okay. So each year you own this vehicle or whatever period of time, you are easily able to make the maximum contribution to your Roth IRA for the year. I think they're capped at $5,000, something like that, right?
I think 15.
15. Yeah. Right. So there you go. So you're doing that. Okay. All right. Then next. All right. Ian. Oh boy. Okay. A Ferrari. So let me pull up a new tab here. All right. Ferrari. I heard they make cars for F430. scooter thingy.
Scuderia.
Scuderia. Okay. Now, Ian, your investment strategy is once a year, I give you $1,000 to play the stock market. Okay.
Okay.
You're a day trader.
Okay.
Okay. You want to know? You want to know how I came up with the F430 for this?
How?
Stock. I'm Googling. Stockbroker car. First article that comes up is this guy who's sitting on his F430. Teenage stockbroker who claimed he made millions off of $2,000 is now arrested for fraud.
Shocking.
Right?
Shocking.
Yeah. So there you go. So an F430 scooter thingy. Okay.
You know what that's saying? You know what Scuderia means?
What's it mean?
Team.
Ah, okay. All right. Nice.
Team in Italian.
You know what? I'm going to give you $5,000 a year.
Oh.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
To play the stock market. And let's just say at the end of this, you absolutely have to retire. You will be living on the wages from whatever this is. Okay. Lastly, Ian, I'm going to give you the Ian Industries tech buggy. No, I'm just kidding. I'm giving you a Tesla Cybertruck.
Oh.
Okay.
Cybertruck.
All right. I will be giving you some quantity of money every year to spend or invest in Bitcoin. Did I even need to tell you it was going to be Bitcoin?
No, but it makes sense.
Right? Okay. I like that you typed Grand Marquis IRA glass for Roth IRA.
IRA.
Nice.
IRA.
Well done. Okay.
Okay. I think I'm going to crush the Cybertruck.
Okay. You don't want to get into cryptocurrency.
No.
Okay.
Like, here's the thing. I understand cryptocurrency.
Sure.
I get it.
Yeah.
I'm uninterested.
Right. Yeah. I think you and I have both just taken a big nope on that.
Right.
Yeah.
I understand how the blockchain works.
Right.
All that. But sure. Like already money is too much of a time suck into my like cycles that I have available.
Right.
I also don't need to do extra math for funsies.
Okay. All right.
No.
Okay.
So I'm crushing the Cybertruck.
Okay. All right. You got it. That tab is closed.
Yeah. Now comes an interesting.
If you pick the Ferrari, you get this guy's sweet sweater. And I guess Brooks Brothers shirt underneath.
Yeah. So here's the thing: is that if I owned that car, there's a probably better than even chance that I wouldn't make it to retirement age. Seems like a problem that might solve itself. But I feel like that's not really in keeping with the spirit of the question you're asking.
You're correct. I do care about keeping you around for a good while.
So I guess I do have to marry then the Grand Marquis.
Okay. All right.
And drive the F430 for a day, which I guess is like the correct answer.
Right. Okay.
I mean, I know that your answer is, I'm going to guess the same.
Yeah, absolutely. Are you kidding me? It's a sweet Mercury Grand Marquis. Yeah. Ian? Yeah,
Am I allowed to like strip the interior and put a turbocharger on it?
Ian, it's already a nice version of a Crown Vic. Why would you want to mess with that?
Can I take the interior out and put a
turbocharger on it? A turbocharger.
Google Hangouts didn't mess up. I heard you. No, Ian, you have to live a sensible life. It's a sensible car and sensible investments. Yeah, I know. You're not going to be happy about it.
For me?
What's that?
On brand for me?
No, it wouldn't. Yeah.
That's fine. I'll do it. I'll be sensible.
Okay. If you want a bench seat, you can have a bench. I want to see this. I want to see the Ian installed turbocharger on the marquee.
It'll just be a turbocharger duct taped to the hood.
Awesome.
Just a picture of a turbocharger.
Nice. Yeah. Just whoosh, whoosh. Yeah. Twirly boys. Nice. Okay. Yep. All right. Well done, Ian. Well done.
Thank you. That was a good one. I like it.
We have a few more My Eyes to kind of close out the show.
Okay.
We have a vanity plate from our buddy Mark. He sent this in. Let's see.
Lots of vanity plates tonight.
See? Yeah. Ian, what do you think of this one? It's on a brown Nissan Murano, beige tan Nissan Murano that's pretty dirty and I hate it.
Yeah. I think it's Fargo, eh?
Yeah, I think you're correct. Yeah. Fargo, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Fargo, eh? Yeah.
Huh.
And I think this is that vanity plate like territory where it is the score is just
or
oh boy. Okay. All right. Let's see.
They really don't like Ben Affleck.
Okay.
And they're like, F Argo,
Hey? Like, are you with me?
They really did not like that movie, and they find it very overrated. So they're saying, fuck that movie.
You know what? I think you're right.
Yeah.
No, I liked Argo. It was a good movie.
I did too. I mean, I don't drive a dirty Nissan Murano.
A dirty Nissan Murano sounds like a bad sex move.
Gave him the old dirty Murano.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's see here. What else we got? Last one, our buddy Eric in Illinois sent in this that he spotted at a gas station. Look at this thing, Ian. It is like Boss Hogg's Cadillac almost from Dukes of Hazzard. An old caddy with the big steer horns on the front.
A huge horn. Look at you can see there's a big horn on the side, like a
oh yeah. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
On either side.
Yeah. Yeah. What do you think of that? Would you roll that?
I am in favor of that.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't know if I could personally pull that off.
Right.
Because I feel like the vibe that I would give off is, you remember the old salsa commercials?
Yeah. New York City.
Right. That's exactly like I would step out of that car and someone would go, New York City.
Somebody get a rope. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. All right. I think you're selling yourself short because I think you are an automotive chameleon. I feel like you look at home in a Land Rover, in like a big truck, and I feel like you would look like you belong in this.
Here's the thing, though. You've never seen me in the South.
Yeah?
And people in the South, they know immediately that I don't belong there.
Okay.
And they let me know.
Okay. All right.
I mean, there's no like, there's not like, if I was walking around the streets of like Birmingham or Houston or Dallas.
Okay.
No one would stop to ask me for directions.
Gotcha. Okay.
Not a thing.
Okay. Huh. Not quite the chameleon I thought you were then, huh? Misconception. Okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. People are the Southerners see through my bullshit. It's basically another way to put that.
Slowly, but they see through it. Because it's
decisive. It's all the greens. It just gives them good vision, and they just cut right there.
Hey, have you ever worn a cowboy hat, Ian?
Unironically, no.
Ironically?
Yes, briefly.
Okay. And?
It was ironic.
All right. Okay.
I mean, what about you? Did you go through a cowboy hat phase?
No. I certainly didn't.
You grew up Southern cusp.
Kansas City, Missouri is this really interesting mix of the South, but Midwest stuff. Like it's like we were Southern, so Southern to the point where it was not uncommon to see somebody with, say, a gold tooth, right? But in a professional environment, right? But we didn't have like Southern chains. Like we never had Chick-fil-A or any of that kind of stuff that was popular in the South. Right. So Kansas City was always like this weird mix where like even like St. Louis would be more Southern than Kansas City sometimes. Yeah. It was just weird. Sense. It was like a lot of Southerners just like stopped at like the Ozarks and they were like, no, we know what's on the other side of this fucking lake. We're not going. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you roll this?
I would definitely drive that. I would have a hilarious day. That would be fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Good spot.
I mean, yeah, exactly. Yeah. Thank you, Eric. Yeah. And that's definitely the car that you park in front of the vegetarian restaurant. If you want to make someone mad. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Yeah. Crazy. Awesome. I love it. And it made me Google what Boss Hogg's real car was, and it was a convertible Cadillac. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
That coupe looks really good though.
I know, right? Yeah.
The lines of that coupe look really good.
I know. Yep. So anyway, I think did we do a show? Oh, we have our Matt. Matt sent something in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we finished up with that?
Yeah, because we need to talk about this, Ian. Okay. So our buddy Matt in OKC sent this in, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Pardon me. Let me burp directly into the microphone. So he said that this was a very conflicted person, right? So it is and Ian, he apologized for the quality of the photo. All right, you dick.
Okay.
So it is a don't tread on me license plate, right? On a Range Rover. So he was pointing out the fact that you are giving money to an organization at the DMV when you're don't tread. Yeah. Right.
It's also a British car company.
Right. Right.
And that so for anyone who doesn't know, the Don't Try to Meet the Gadsden flag has its like roots in the Revolutionary War or whatever.
Right.
It was meant to be a rebuke to our British overlords.
Right. Right.
Yeah. So not only have they paid taxes for the plate, they've also paid sales tax on this British good, this British made good, and given money to a British company
without representation.
So I wouldn't say conflicted necessarily, as I would say unburdened with complex thoughts.
There you go. Okay, I like that. Unburdened with complex thoughts.
You're a real dummy.
You're right. You're right. I like the Ian hugging up on the microphone, leaning out of frame to get on the mic to hit it.
Thank you.
I love that. Yeah.
I mean, sometimes people are dumb enough you have to do it.
Right. Right. Exactly. And so you would see this and you would be like, yeah, I hope I'm never stuck in like the fucking grocery store line next to this person.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly right.
Yeah. Nice. Nice. Okay. Okay. Well, cool. I think we did a car show, Ian.
We did a car show.
Yeah.
What should people do if they enjoyed us taking a tangent from a broken spoiler on a Honda Civic to talking about the Fast and the Furious and Indiana Jones?
Well, I know there's a podcast that is doing the Fast and Furious movies like 1 minute at a time. We need to try to guest on that. Okay. First of all, I'm not kidding. Ian, I want you to get on that. Like, do that for real.
Is that a real thing?
Yeah. 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 Have you heard of these like 1 minute podcasts?
I have not.
Yeah. So they take like a movie or a franchise and they just watch 1 minute of it and then do a podcast episode around that. And they do that for every minute of the movie or thing that they're doing.
I have a real question about that.
Yeah, sure.
And this is not just specifically to the people that are doing that particular show, but all of us in general. What are we doing?
Like humanity in general?
It's humanity. Like, what are we doing with our lives?
Trying to hang on is what we're trying to do.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
That's good.
For real, I want us on that podcast, Ian. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Might as well.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. So, yeah, this is my official plea to put us on your podcast. But you should absolutely send us pictures of weird vanity plates for Ian to completely decode and fuck up. And or to drive to the right answer on Big Drip. And yeah, so send us those, tweet them at us, Apex Adjacent. You can text them 720-515-1391. Yeah.
Yep. You can email them, apexadjacent@gmail.com.
Yep.
We're on all media, social, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
You get it.
There you go.
We love you, everyone. Goodbye.